Hello, you people that want to know about Harley Benton guitars. I know Harley Benton guitars are now all over the web. Kind of feels like, wait, there were a couple channels who did this, and now everyone's doing it. And now people are kind of fed up with Harley Benton videos. But you know what? We're feeding them to you anyway because they're pretty good guitars for the price. Phil McKnight had a rundown of like his favorite 20 or 30 low-budget brands, and he said Harley Benton is number one, primarily also because they have a huge range of instruments. I mean, no matter what kind of electric or acoustic guitar you're looking for, Harley Benton's got the answer. And now they even have 5-string guitars with kind of Music Man headstocks. Or do they? So this Dullahan has been at a luthier, at my friend Yoshi Luck. I got this and the other model that you're going to see, and they were fine out of the gig bag, which it comes with, totally fine. And then when I wanted to make the video, a week later, the strings were completely hitting the frets. The setup was gone. The guitars readjusted to the conditions here, and I couldn't set them up in a way that worked, so I had to bring them to a luthier, and Yoshi did the maximum setup that he could do. He said the neck was a little bit warped. He also said that it's totally, every guitar kind of has that a little bit. So he did the maximum he could. And then his apprentice, Benny, he fashioned this very fashionable headstock for me. Look at these tuners. Come on. He actually hand-carved this. So if you're not into the look of the headless guitar, you can go to Benny and he will make you a custom, what does it say? Oh my God, it actually says HP42. I don't know if you can see this. Look at this. He stamped HP42 in it. Benny, you are amazing. I love you, man. That is awesome. It kind of feels weird because the guitar stops here. And if you're not into this, literally, bam, fixed. Now it feels normal. Okay, we're going to take this off. That's awesome. You can order that from Benny at Yoshi Luck Guitars. He'll make you one. First rendition of this had a little bit of a problem, which is why I didn't get them when they came out. The tuners back here, which I think have something to do with Frank Falbo, were mounted too closely together, and they're riffly. And so when they're too close together and you tune one, you kind of tune the other, like gears. So that has been fixed. Comes with Roswell pickups. This is a really, really beautiful top. We're going to put this in the camera again here. The other one is satin, opaque black. We're going to look at that in a sec. It is a very gorgeous gray. I wish it was a little bit brighter because it just photographs better. And we have Polaroid offset dot inlays, Ebony fretboard. Ebony. Of course, it's a bolt-on 42 millimeters up here. It's got a Graphtec Tusk XL nut, 24 frets, Roswell HAFB Alnico 5, and an Alnico 5 in the back. Master volume tone, 5-way switch, black hardware, comes with chins. That's it. So we have a 5-way switch. It's got a little bit of a neck heel neck thing, kind of like the new Fenders. Gives you a little bit higher fret access. And obviously it stops up here because it doesn't have a headstock. So the strings have individual little screwy-inny holdery thingies. Right there. So you take an Allen wrench, pull the string through, attach it, and that's it. And then you tune it right here. Of course, intonation can be done here. The one thing that, oh yes. Oh, I can see. Haha. Look at these golden screws which adjust the string height. They are not a flathead. They're a flathead that goes butterfly outside. So how do you get them up and down? Not with a flathead. Look at those screws. And Yoshi said it would be very cool to actually supply a screwdriver with the guitar that can adjust these, because he said he actually had to make one himself. He probably took a big-ass flathead and filed it down. So if you want to adjust these, he said it's a little bit of a problem. and he made a tool himself. So his recommendation to Harley Benton was supply the tool for these screws, which is actually a good recommendation. The guitar is the guitar is €400 with a roasted maple. Oh, that was sharp. Whoa, that was sharp. That's sharp, Harley Benton. That strap pin. That's too sharp. I'm sorry. Ouch. You can get it with a roasted maple neck now in blue, which is very cool for $88, no, $89 more. This is $399, so we're not in the super cheap Harley Benton line anymore. And with the roasted maple, we're at almost $500. So they're upping their prices, but they're also upping the quality. You know, graph tech, all that stuff. I also, oh, look at this beautiful shaping back here. I also see much less flaws in this price range than I see in the lower price range when it comes to paint jobs, all that stuff. When it comes to tops, it's just a higher build Harley Benton, which is great. You cannot get a headless guitar in that price range other than maybe Colosse with their aluminum guitars, but I'm still on the fence about those. I have a few, don't know if I want to pursue that. Beautifully done. Fret edge could be rounded off a little bit more. It's a little bit angular. So the fret edge right here, not the fret edge, I'm sorry, the fretboard edge is a little bit, blocky. If that was rounded off a little bit more, it would improve the playability. And the one thing that I have to say is he set this up as best as he could without the strings hitting the frets and all that. And yet, I really wish that the action could come down a little bit more, because it isn't a shredder's paradise the way that it's set up right now. So that's all I can say. We're gonna go into sounds with the Hamstead Artist 60, and then of course a couple of other amps. It's up there, top left. Oh, also Harley Benton. Think about something you deliver with these guitars so that you can put them on wall hangers, because you can't. Some kind of thing that attaches, like a loop or something, so that you can put it on a wall hanger. Let me show you what I did with my mayonnaise. That's obviously a different league. That's like three grand. It's an amazing guitar. I'm like, look at it. So I'm no noob to Headless. They have this big metal piece up here. See? It's a big metal piece. And there's a gap right there. So I put some Velcro cable tie through there, and now I can actually hang it on the wall. There is no such possibility for the Harley Benton. So I wish there was some way that I could actually put it on a wall hanger. Sounds. Through the aux with a 412 creamback loaded cab. Quite a bit of output and a round and thick sound. Position 2. With all the criticism, by the way, that I'm throwing into this video, you have to know I'm getting paid for this. If you think I'm dishonest, why would I critique these things and say the actions? Why? You idiots, I'm sorry. If I got paid to say only positive things, wouldn't I say only positive things? That's a good sound, though. In the middle. Some mid-honk from the back. in the back, in between. Volumes are quite all over the place here. It's a meaty bridge pickup. So we move on to the Dirty Shirley. That rock and rolls. We're gonna go into the more tonky we had clean. The Mini Plexi from Marshall. Gonna push that with the Fat B from Beatronics. Intonation's off again, and this was set up. So up here, it's a little bit, I would have to bend up a bit. We move on. AC20, so something voxy. But I don't have it on a lot of gain. You wouldn't play this with a Vox. Come on, don't be silly. You might play this with a JCM800. Let's go into the ENGL Artist Edition. Orange Rockerverb. And so on and so on and so on. It is a very thick guitar. If you want to meddle with this, my recommendation would be to get something that is leaner. The Orange is leaner in the bass than the ENGL. Putting a tube screamer behind this and in front of your amp is a good idea because it cleans out the bass. Something that makes this less fat. If you want the attack and the responsiveness in the metal domain, then do that. But the thickness adds to the singing and fullness for leads. So that's also good. So, you know, double-edged sword, he said. Oh, gig bag. That's the gig bag. It's thin, it's flimsy, it's nothing to write home about, but it comes with it. And under $400 guitar with a gig bag, thumbs up from me. Good stuff. Next guitar. Oh, I forgot to say, truss rod adjustment, of course, with a spoke wheel, which is very cool. That's the way to do it. Okay, this one clocks in at the same price, even though it doesn't have the pretty top. So it wouldn't be for me, I like pretty tops. But the satin black is, of course, cool. And then we have the maple fretboard. You can't get the other one with the maple fretboard, it's either or you get the blue one with the roasted maple for $89 more. So this, actually the maple fretboard looks really cool from the side, but it's not part of the neck, as you can see here. Black side dots. Everything else, I guess, is the same. Let's see if our beautiful headstock works. He did this so amazing. It fits absolutely perfectly. How in the world did he do? Even inside. Look at it. This is a luthier to be that knows what he's doing. I have no idea how he even did that. Benny, du Fuchs. Come on, and now you have a funny looking guitar. I like this kind of stuff. So, this has been in the gig bag for a while, so we probably need to tune it. We're back to the Hamstead. Take a look at the action here. It's rather a bit high. So you won't have, your shred massacre sessions with this. And it's very thick and round. Not what you expect from a guitar like this. Okay, let's take that into, let's go into the orange again. Dirty Shirley. Okay, so let's do my 2 cents. I'm very torn. These are probably the least expensive, decent headless guitars that you can get. Made in Indonesia. I have a feeling they're getting there. I have a feeling they're on the right track. They have to iron out some kinks for those to be really competitive with the much more expensive headless guitars. Again, if you want to get a headless, this is the least expensive that you can get, I think, at least with, some decent quality. However, I think the pickups are too thick. If this is supposed to be a lead player's instrument, which the last tones totally hinted at, then they're great. But for a rhythm, it's too fat. It's going to trash your mix. It's going to be too muddy. It's going to be too fat. With the Marshall, with the ENGL, it's too much heft. They need to be leaner. If you, over there, right there, my Mayonnaise John Brown, which is a metal master guitar, has no low end. It's gone. That's why it's right there on the spot. So I think these pickups for this guitar probably need to be reworked a bit, unless it's meant to be a solo player's instrument. Then it's right there. However, then the action isn't gonna cut it. If this is supposed to be a shred beast, which the pickups are hinting at, then the action, they need to either come with a better setup or be able to be set up better. Because a master luthier, Yoshi Luck, said this is the best he can do. Okay, so it wouldn't be enough for me to play this on a daily basis. I have a feeling that Harley Benton's going to get there with these. They're testing the waters. It's their first headless guitar. They're investing more, which means you have to invest more. You can see that at $399, $488, these are not your $150 Harley Benton anymore. That's why you have the gig bag. That's why you have this. That's why you have this. That's why you have the clearly higher grade woods. No, that's fine. The spoke wheel. I think this could be helped with some maybe brand pickups. I have a feeling that lately the Roswell is the problem in the Harley Benton. I'm going to be honest. The guitars were all totally fine, but I think the pickups are the bottleneck here. I think with some other pickups, this could probably be helped to be leaner and more attacky. But again, that roundness and that thickness is maybe something you're looking for, and then that's awesome. If you're playing doomy kind of metal stuff, that's the shit. If you're playing leads, that's the shit. But if you're playing leads, are you going to play them on that action? Probably not. So I think this is a very good effort. It's not a 100% recommendation from me. It's a 85% recommendation if you want to dip your noggin in the headless pool. Because realistically, you won't find higher quality headless guitars for $400. Okay, that's honest. So, thanks Harley Benton for sending these to me, for letting me check them out, and for commissioning this video, which means, again, they paid for this. It is kind of cool. And if you don't like headless, just get it and put this on it. You know? You need to... Animals at the end. I say to you, follow me please on Instagram. I gotta get the followers. HP42 Instagram. And all that, Facebook, just hit the like, never come back. It helps me. If you use my links, by the way, I get commission on that too. And that really helps me. Click on my Sweetwater, click on my Thomann link, and that pays my bills. So you can help me pay my bills by literally not doing much. You're not paying more. So thanks for that. And we're going to say animals at the end.